Hi, boys and girls. We are going to talk about something that's very serious today. This is a serious discussion. We need to talk about capitals. And I don't mean like the capitals, like Indianapolis is the capital of Indiana. I mean capital letters. It is so important. If you guys don't use your capital letters properly, it makes your writing look very immature, like a kindergartner, because they don't know their capitalization rules. But you should know your capitalization rules. So today we're going to work on those capitalization rules. Then we're going to do an activity to practice them, and then you're going to do some writing where you use those capitals. All right. So here we go. First things first, we're going to learn, like I said, the capitalization rules. Let me move my little picture over to the corner. Very good. All right, so capitalization, there are certain rules that you use with capitalization. Rule number one is that capitalize the letter I when it's being used as a noun. So anytime, pretty much anytime you have an I that's all by itself, it's uppercase. I like that Mrs. Caponoy says, you are so important that anytime you write I, you make yourself capital letter because you're just that important. So if you look at the example, it says, my friend and I went to the movies. It has to be an uppercase I. You should never, ever, ever do a little line with a dot, a lowercase I, if it's all by itself. Those little I's get lonely and they cry and they just become a mess. So make sure I by itself, capital. Next rule, capitalize the beginning of a sentence. And you should know that. That was learned in kindergarten. Anytime you have a sentence, the very first letter is capital. And we'll talk about punctuation later because sometimes kids don't capitalize new sentences because they don't punctuate the last sentence. We'll get there. The best type of candy is chocolate, is what this sentence says. And a T is uppercase because it's the first letter in the sentence. So I by itself, first letter of the sentence. Next, rule number three, capitalize proper nouns like names and places. So remember we talked about our proper nouns, common and proper. A proper noun is one that is a specific name of something. So if you're just talking about a teacher, that's just a noun, that's just a person. But if you're talking about a specific teacher, Mrs. Yankee, that's my name, has to be capitalized. If I'm talking about, can you bring me a tissue so I can blow my nose? That's just any type of tissue. That's a thing, that's a noun. But if I want you to bring me a specific type of tissue, like a Puffs brand or Kleenex brand or Scott's brand, then I need you to bring me that specific one. That's proper. That would be capitalized. So look at the example. It says, my friend Jessica lives in Newburgh. Jessica is the specific name of the person, so that's capital. And Newburgh is the specific name of the place, so that's capital. It doesn't just say my friend lives somewhere. We have split that marks. All right, rule number four. Yes, there's more rules. There's even more than this. It just keeps going. Because it's so important that you know these rules that we're going to do all of them. Capitalize days of the week and months of the year. So all the days of the week are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all uppercase. If you just have the word day by itself, like I wonder what today will bring or what the day will bring, then it's not uppercase because you don't know which specific one, but it's a specific day, Monday, then it needs to be uppercase, capital letter. Months, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, then you turn around. That's for my basic PG kindergarten. But those 12 months of the year, those have to be capitalized because Christmas is in some month. I don't know which month. Specific month is December. So those are proper nouns. The example says, my birthday is Monday, February 25th. By the way, that's not my birthday. Monday, uppercase M, February, uppercase F. Next rule number five, capitalize holidays. So Christmas in that example, my favorite holiday is Christmas, uppercase C. Halloween, uppercase H. 4th of July, the F is capitalized, not the O, not of, but the J of July, 4th of July. New Year's Eve, NYE, all uppercase. So if it's a specific holiday, my family's gonna get together to celebrate a holiday. Well, I don't know which one, that's not specific. My family's getting together to celebrate Easter. Easter is a specific holiday, it would be uppercase. Rule number six, capitalize the names of books, movies, TV shows, video games, and magazines, which makes sense because they're specific. If I say, will you hand me that book? You don't know which one. I need to be the specific one. So when I tell you the title, will you hand me Elephant and Piggy, my toy, or I broke my toy? That's the specific name. That would need to be capitalized. I broke my toy. Now, there are rules about capitalization in like capitalizing titles of books and movies and stuff like that. So that is something we'll need to work on another time. But all right, this one says, have you read the Harry Potter books? So if I was talking about a TV show, I just watched Teen Titans. Both T's would be uppercase. Or if it was a movie or a magazine, have you read Time for Kids? That's a magazine. Time is uppercase, kids is uppercase. Okay, so now we're going to practice all these rules. So the movie called Romeo and Juliet was based off of a play written by William Shakespeare. There's a lot of mistakes in here. Let me get my little writing tool. Because the very first letter has to be uppercase. Remember, we talked about that the first letter of a sentence is uppercase. This one is fine, movie, because it's not specific. Called is fine. But look, Romeo and Juliet is the specific name of the movie. So R needs to be uppercase and J needs to be uppercase. Was is fine. Based off of a play written by, those are all fine. But now it's a specific name of a person, William and Shakespeare all need to be capitalized. So there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things wrong with that one that needed to be fixed. Okay, next one. If it lets me, it's not letting me go to the next slide. Come on. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We were right. All right, so here's another practice one. My friend was born on December 25th. She doesn't like having her birthday on Christmas. So just like before, the first letter has to be uppercase. They were showing that with 3 lines. That's an editing technique where if somebody was grading something and editing it, those 3 lines would show that need to be uppercase. Friend is fine because it doesn't say the specific name. Was born on. Now, what about December? It is the specific name of a month, so it does need to be uppercase D. And then there's a period right here, so the next word has to be uppercase. She doesn't like having her birthday on Christmas. Anything else? Should we capitalize birthday? No, birthday isn't, I mean, it's a holiday when you were born, but we don't consider that like because not everybody celebrates it like like it's not like a national holiday. Just for your family. So, but Christmas is, so Christmas, the C in Christmas would need to be capitalized. All right, so the next one shows that. My, December, she, and Christmas. All right, I'm gonna pause it, or no, I'm not gonna pause it because I can't pause yours. You pause yours, and I want you to decide how many things on here need to be fixed, and then I'll show you the answer and see if you were right. So go ahead and pause. Did you pause? If you didn't, you gotta listen. Pause it and do it now. If you did pause already, good job. Here we go. All right, so Los Angeles, New York City, and Chicago are the 3 largest cities in America. There's a lot of specific names of states here. So you should have Los Angeles. That's the name of a city, so it needs to be capitalized. I guess I should have said states. I meant to say cities. New York City, all 3 of those, name of the city has to be capitalized. Chicago has to be capitalized because it's the name of the city. And then America is a specific country. So those are all proper nouns. All right, so which word should be capitalized in this of the 4 that are underlined? I'm so excited to go to Florida this summer with my family. So which should be capitalized? Excited, Florida, summer, or you can't see the last one because I cut it off, family. Pause it and figure it out. Okay, excited is not any type of proper noun or city, state, holiday, month, day of the year, so no. Florida is a state. It's the specific name, so Florida has to be capitalized. Summer is just a thing, and family are people, I guess. So those would not need to be capitalized. It doesn't say your specific family names. Okay, so very, very good practice. When you are done with that, next up is the Seesaw. So you are going to log into your Seesaw and find this worksheet. Which nouns need to be capitalized? It's called capital noun practice. And you are going to just type in each one of these little text boxes, the noun. See that there's words at the back in parentheses. You got to pick which one is correct and type it in there. So it says, Mama and I will go to the lake next month. I know lake is the word because it's at the back. Let me zoom in. Remember to zoom in, you press the plus. and then you can press it again to zoom in more. And then if you want to go up and down, use the arrow keys on your keyboard. That makes it easier. Mama and I will go to the, now look, lake is down here at the back. So is it lowercase L for lake or uppercase L for lake? Whichever one you think it is, you're going to click one time, selects the box, a second time makes it so that you can type in it. And you're going to click, if you think it's lowercase, do it like that. If you think it's uppercase, you have to press the shift button on your keyboard with the L. It'll make it uppercase. Then let go of shift. You hold down shift, press the L. Then you let go of shift, type the rest of the word. So however you think it's supposed to be. Do that for each one. There are 14 total. And then when you have the entire sheet completed, you're going to turn it in by doing this little green check mark in the corner. And unfortunately, you're not done yet because I want you to do a lot of capitals. So now I want you to write me a journal entry, just a couple sentences, and make sure that you have all capitals in there properly. So you can write about whatever you want. You can tell me about your family. You can tell me about a pet. You can tell me about something that happened over break. You can tell me a funny story, a scary story, whatever you want, but I just want to make sure that you are practicing using capital letters, all of those rules that we practiced. All right, so go ahead and get busy.